The LNP has released its preferencing plan, suggesting its voters put the Greens last. In at least 50 seats, the party will recommend preferences to One Nation ahead of Labor. It comes as the Premier tries to woo families with a big education spending promise.
It's a tricky name to learn when you're only this big. The Premier went back to basics today. There were storybooks.
Should I read a little bit of it to you?
And big election promises. $500 million for more schools.
It is critical for our growing state and critical for education.
Labor's new package includes more than $300 million for 6 new schools, including Caboolture, North Lakes and Coomera, and $235 million to refurbish 17 others.
When Tim Nicholls was the Treasurer of this state, they earmarked a whole list of schools they wanted to close.
Oh, complete lies and complete rubbish.
In Toowoomba, Tim Nicholls had promises of his own, meeting with clients from a rehabilitation centre, pledging more money to improve services.
Made a real difference. This place saved my life.
The LNP wants to give about $50 million to tackle ICE, including $30 million for new centres in 4 locations across the state, $10 million for law enforcement and $8 million for prevention programs.
It deals with rehabilitation, it deals with early intervention, and it deals with detection and prosecution.
The health ministers accused the former LNP government of previously cutting $14 million from drug and alcohol services.
Look, I'm not going to respond to Cameron Dick's increasingly wild and woolly claims.
On preferences, the LNP has released its plan, vowing to recommend its voters put Greens last in every seat. They want One Nation second last in some electorates and Labor second last in others. One Nation will also recommend putting Greens last on its how to vote cards. The Premier says she'd rather be in opposition than deal with One Nation.
And I stand by what I have said. Absolutely 100%.
While the pledges are coming in thick and fast from both major parties, as usual, the costings won't be released until the end of the campaign. Josh Bavis, ABC News.